There's one pressing reason that the finale of And Just Like That can't be the franchise's closing chapter, even if it's the end of the revival show. Ahead of the last few episodes, the head creators of Sex and the City and its revival announced that And Just Like That was ending after season 3. The series wrapped up with a 2-part finale, officially concluding on August 14th. Most of And Just Like That's characters were given proper endings. That includes the original Sex and the City cast members getting some of their best storylines ever. Still, one of the original show's most important characters was left out. And Just Like That series finale completely ignores Samantha. Carrie and Seema sitting next to each other at a fashion show in the And Just Like That season 3 finale. Carrie, Sarah Jessica Parker, Charlotte, Kristen Davis, and Miranda, Cynthia Nixon, have all gotten proper send-offs before, including Sex and the City's final season and the franchise's movies. Yet, And Just Like That season 3, episode 12, says goodbye to them again. Michael Patrick King's statement said that the ongoing storytelling of the Sex and the City universe is coming to an end. Therefore, it looks like And Just Like That's finale could be the ultimate conclusion for Carrie and her friends, and, for the most part, And Just Like That was right to end in season 3. Despite Charlotte's story being a mess in season 3, things ended on a high note for her. She finally got intimate with Harry, Evan Handler, after his prostate surgery. More than anything, season 3 has confirmed what Charlotte's ideal home life looks like, despite a few road bumps. Miranda has had her Sex and the City story completely rewritten in And Just Like That. She divorced her husband, Steve, David Eigenberg, in season 1, and navigated a queer romance in season 2. Carrie got her happy ending, too, although that doesn't include falling in love and living happily ever after with someone, like at the end of Sex and the City. Instead, Carrie embraced that she's on her own, evoking her sentiment from the original series: the most important relationship is the one you have with yourself. That said, the end of And Just Like That, the potential end of the franchise, completely ignores Samantha Jones, Kim Cattrall. While she wasn't a regular figure in the revival, Samantha Jones was one of the most prominent Sex and the City characters. Samantha's name came up throughout the series, and Kim Cattrall had a cameo as Samantha Jones at the end of And Just Like That season 2. Carrie even mentioned Samantha in season 3, texting her about Duncan, Jonathan Cake, her new neighbor from London. When all is said and done, though, there's not so much as a peep about how Samantha's story will continue after the supposed end of Sex and the City. Sure, Jones didn't appear often, but since the revival keeps her memory alive, they should have included Samantha in its ending. Sex and the City's overall story can't properly be wrapped up without involving Samantha. Why Kim Cattrall's Samantha Jones isn't returning in And Just Like That season 3. Image made by Yaida Chacon. For the most part, And Just Like That's finale felt conclusive. Miranda and Charlotte's stories could have continued for several seasons. Still, the finale gives the women positive endings that honor both their Sex and the City stories and what has happened to them in And Just Like That. Still, without concluding Samantha Jones' story, the end of And Just Like That doesn't feel like proper closure for Sex and the City. Cattrall wouldn't have necessarily had to make an appearance. Even just mentioning Samantha would have been an adequate nod. For instance, Samantha comes up in a meaningful way in And Just Like That season 1's finale. When Carrie travels to Paris to scatter Mr. Biggs, Chris Nuth, ashes over the bridge, Bradshaw exchanges texts with Jones, which imply that Carrie is meeting up with her girlfriend to top off the season. A similar send-off to Cattrall in season 3, such as a brief mention or a glimmer of the character, would have been enough. Without mentioning Samantha Jones, though, the series finale of And Just Like That feels like another end of an era, not the conclusion of the whole franchise. Why Kim Cattrall didn't return in And Just Like That's finale? Kim Cattrall as Samantha in And Just Like That. Cattrall isn't a regular in the revival, and Samantha doesn't appear frequently. The original Sex and the City actor only appeared once in the revival's 3 seasons, and she didn't even appear on screen with any of the other characters, just on a FaceTime call with Carrie.